everyone. Welcome to the Pulse. I'm Dr. Quack, and today we have half of our locker room. They are probably sleeping right now, or they are relaxing because, yes, we're down to our last show before Champion Showcase. We are at Run the Gauntlet, but we do have some people here in the back that want to talk about some things. First, let me bring on the Soulfire champion, the storyteller.
I am the bard, I am the poet, I am the wordsmith and the troubadour. I am your New Age knight, I am your Soulfire champion, I am your humble storyteller as always.
All right, and we also have my boss, your boss, and everybody else's boss, ladies and gentlemen, Carter Diamond.
Well, first thing, let me just say this. Storyteller, win your match at Run the Gauntlet. Beat whoever wins the gauntlet. Come in second in the gauntlet so I can come see you and take the title off your shoulder.
Oh, geez. All right.
I told you, boss. If you can find a way back to the number one contendership, I will gladly put it up.
And we got one more in the back. And we got one more in the back, ladies and gentlemen, the Tin Man.
No.
Well, maybe not. I think you need to connect there, Tin Man, if you're listening. He's trying to come back through the stage. Maybe here we go. There he is.
Hey, technology.
Tin Man.
The legendary Tin Man, the platinum playboy, the man with the plan, the man that's going to kick your ass, and the man with a tag team partner beat the Soulfire champion and his piece of shit partner, Half Past Black. You are welcome, Promo Universe.
Oh, man. There's a question. Half Past Black versus Boss. I don't know who's writing this, but that's definitely an interesting matchup there. I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
We'll see.
Boss, you want to entertain an answer on that?
The boss never runs away from a challenge. If my schedule clears up and Half Past Black is still around, I have no problem laying him down.
Okay.
Ooh, rhyming. Wow.
If the schedule clears up, you're here with him right now. Take him on right now.
Where the hell do you see Half Past Black?
Oh, I thought you was talking about that idiot up there. My bad. My apologies, boss.
Ooh.
It's all right. No problems. No problems.
Well, all right. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about one of these first matches here since we got Boss on the screen. Taking on his tag team partner versus partner, Carter Diamond against A-List Alverson. Boss, how do you handle the pressure of this, fighting your friend, your tag team partner?
Tag team partner, friend, my brother. But sometimes brothers have to fight.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell my brother, and I'm going to tell him right now, if he does not bring everything he's got, I'm going to walk over him. Because everybody votes, and everybody's voting saying A-List Alverson is going to decimate me. Well, I got a news for all y'all. If y'all put your money there, I'll collect again.
Oh, okay. Tin Man, how do you feel about this match? I mean, you've taken on your partner before. I mean, is that a good thing or bad thing for them?
Honestly, I think it can be a good thing. I really do think it can be a good thing, and honestly, I really think Boss said it best. I think he said it exactly the way it needed to be said. I got to jump on the line with Boss on this one. I think everything he said was exactly right, and it could be a good thing.
Okay. Oh, speaking of which, let me bring him on. Your tag team partner, the Villain.
Oh yeah.
But I'll come to you back in a second, Villain. Storyteller, how do you handle?
But you can't answer a damn voicemail. Okay, I see how you is. All right.
Oh.
I've been busy.
Just to clarify this, Tin Man does not have to change his name because Heathen said so. He then gave him permission to keep his own name, so that is what we are going to do. That was a level of respect.
Yeah, that's right, Ivana. Pay attention to the claims, and you'll understand what's going on.
Yeah, Mama Purge, though, bringing the points on this. So, Storyteller, how do you feel about this with A-List and Boss? I mean, you've battled your tag team partner before. You and Half Bad Black.
Very recently, also, yeah, it's like sometimes you gotta fight. You gotta fight it out. Sometimes you just gotta work it out. Sometimes things end at words and come to fisticuffs. But I also like the saying. It's kind of like an old proverb of mine. You can't really know a person till you fought them. So maybe it's a good thing.
I mean,
Boss the best. Like I said, Boffus, I've got nothing but respect for you. I hope you kick his ass.
okay.
Kick him down a peg.
Villain, how do you feel about this? I mean, you've had multiple tag partners and fought them.
So first off, it looks like Purge's spokesperson still typing.
I would see. I think I do see Mama Purge in the comments. Yes.
I guess little Purgy has better things to do than I guess show up on screen.
I don't think she was real happy with your comments on that interview.
Well, she could take it up with me then, or Purge can grow a set and take it up with me.
Oh boy!
But right now I'm here to talk about Boss versus A-List Alverson. Boss, I'm hoping that you run him over, pretty much stomp a mud hole in him, and hopefully you guys prove me wrong, and it's just a friendly competition.
Okay. Well, I mean, it should be an interesting match. I mean, you have, partner versus partner, brother against brother. That is definitely something there. I mean, I'm curious, will the tag team actually stay together or will they split after this? That does happen.
I mean, to be honest, it's kind of hard to figure out because, truthfully, we haven't heard any words directly from A-List Alverson. We have heard everything from his mouthpiece.
Yeah.
But we haven't heard anything from A-List.
And that's your partner. That's your partner. Why is he going through a mouthpiece? I can understand if it was an enemy, but that's your partner.
Because, last time me and A-List spoke before this trivial bullcrap came up, he was telling me that Tone Sadama's guy has something he wants.
Ooh.
And I told him, my plan is still to come after that title that sits on the storyteller's shoulder. So if that happens and we both can pull both of those titles, then we come back after the tag titles and just do what we were supposed to do in the first place.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens with that match. But I am curious about another one since we have one of the other competitors here. We're talking about the Gauntlet match. And 3 of the 4 gentlemen on this screen were involved in last year's Gauntlet. First, I want to talk to the winner of last year's Gauntlet, the Storyteller. Storyteller, how big of a match is this? How hard and difficult was this for you when you ran the Gauntlet?
By a long shot, the hardest match I have ever had to endure. It's grueling, and I can't even imagine what it was like in the back because I was on the screen from the very beginning. But I tell you, that was a hike. That was a march. I was in. When you have those days where you're just in good form, I was in good form that day. The stars were aligned. I don't know if I could repeat it.
It was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, going from number 2 position and going all the way up. But the rules have changed now. Eric, I want to ask you about this because the rules have changed. Now, after every match, the person who won their match gets to call the coin flip. Do you see another run from start to finish happening this year?
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, with the talent that is in the Gauntlet. Then again, could Could anybody ever duplicate that? I don't know. And I say this with all humility. I'm extremely proud of that accomplishment, but you know, it's one of the toughest matches we have here in the HSP, and it's different. It's different than any other match. It's got its own mindset, its own mystique, its own rules.
Okay. Villain, you were the last person to enter that gauntlet. I mean, is that an advantage? Even though you did not win, do you still feel that coming out in the last number being an advantage?
No, well, yes and no. The yes part of it, obviously, you're the last one, so obviously you know who you're really going up against, and you're watching everybody go through, and you're picking up notes here and there, trying to gain the upper hand on no matter who was going to end up coming out of that match. The no is because you're racking up so much nerve, and you're sitting back there, and you're starting to have self-doubt a little bit, and you're like, what is going to happen? Because you don't know, like, the one thing to me Storyteller had the advantage of every single time was he went second.
So you think second is a definite advantage?
Yes, because you have the reaction to it, to everything. It's just like, say we're in a live tag team match. Second usually wins because they have the ability to react to whatever was going on. And they're also the last words that the judges hear.
Oh, I don't think Mama Purge really cares for what you have to say on this.
Mama Purge can show up on screen.
Mama
Nobody
Purge.
cares to hear what Mama Purge has to say either.
Half the time we don't even know what Purge is saying, and he's speaking perfectly good English.
Oh, and Mary Sue's going, let Tin Man talk. I am kind of curious to hear from the Tin Man because he is now going to be the only person who ever competed in both gauntlets here. I mean, from last year's experience, what do you take over to the next year?
Well, I kind of do agree with my tag partner there. You know, when you go second, you do have a little bit of the advantage. Now, I will give Storyteller the credit there. I mean, he did start at number 2, and he walked all the way through there. So, I guess you could say the best advice I could give to those that are doing this for the first time, you are going to get jittery. It don't matter how confident you are, how mean and bad you are on the screen, you're going to be jittery. You are going to get sweaty because the entire time you're back there, whenever they start, and the first 2 start their match, you got 5 or 6 other people back there that's sitting there going, oh, please don't let me be next. Oh, please don't let me be next. And then they call it and you're not next. You're like, let me be the last one. You want to be the last one because if you're the last one to get called, all you have to do is win that one match. And that is it. You win that one match when you're the last one called, you're guaranteed a shot. But if you get at least 3 in a row, you better hope nobody else gets that either. But at the same time, even though going second does give you the advantage, if the winner gets the coin toss, if they win, they can decide if they want to go first or second or not, which that could be an advantage for them. If they decide to go second, they do have the advantage of hearing what the other one's saying first. But if they decide to go second, that next person can use that as an advantage and call them the biggest coward on the face of the earth because they have to have every advantage they can. But then again, what promo artist wouldn't want to have the toughest advantage in the gauntlet? Yeah. You want to have every advantage. I don't know a promo artist here other than myself, truly, that would like to do things the hard way. And P.S., I love you too, Mary Sue.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, you got to see it from backstage, you know, everybody coming up to your number when you entered the gauntlet last year. So you got to hear everything Storyteller said up to that point. But I got actually a guest back here that I want to bring on. Boss, you might want to pay attention to this. Ladies and gentlemen, the representation for A-List Alverson, Mr. Rich Mann.
Hi, Dr. Quack. How are you guys? Good to be on the pro, so thank you for having me around. It's always a sincere pleasure to, communicate with the folks at hand for the wonderful business that you guys run here.
Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely.
Actually,
Unfortunately, I got.
A-list wanted- oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead there, Rich Man.
Well, I just want to say, I can't appear on screen at this time because I'm still in the office. I had to call in on a landline. I can't use all the functions of these modern smartphones like the rest of you guys who sit on your front porches and in your living rooms. But I'll do the best I can with what I got.
Why hasn't your client shown up on screen?
Well, of course, A-List Alverson, he doesn't want to. He likes to maximize his value in the eyes of HSP, and he's contractually obligated to show up on screen when he has a match. He hasn't had one of those in a great deal of time. So between now and then, it's really just preparation. That's what I'll call it. Yeah, preparation. He's preparing for a matchup that, quite honestly, as anybody on here would, if you had to go against your own tag team partner, that would be quite a stressful situation. You'd want to dial in and focus on the task that was important. You know what I mean? Unlike the storyteller up there who made what I would like to call the worst tag team debut in HSP history. It wasn't as if this was just the division starting up and nobody knew what they were doing yet. We've been doing this for a year. He has his match with his brand new partner. They come in with no plan of attack whatsoever, right? They win the coin toss and choose to go first without having a plan of attack. And he proceeds to ramble for 4 minutes. What are you doing there, guy? You made an ass of yourselves, and I hope you can pick up where you left off and turn it around and flip it over, because you've got some work to do. For a man that's held 2 of the 3 titles here, I was just absolutely disappointed.
No more disappointed than I was, Mr. Man. Nothing you said is wrong, considering the source. And I've owned it, okay? Did you catch my last hype with FS Black?
Yeah, a better idea would have been to prepare for it, like A-List Alverson is doing, which circles back to the point that I was making about the question that Dr. Quack asked. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Boss, you want to say anything to Mr. Man over there?
Rich Man, since I haven't been able to reach my brother, you can let my brother know that this is just a match. At the end of this, we're still brothers, we're still partners, and we're going to continue to do what we're supposed to do.
Well, that much is implied, Mr. Carter Diamond. Everybody knows that you and A-List Alverson have been together for quite a long time. Of course, he's gotten the majority of the purse, being the primary character in the duo. And of course, he's the one that everybody knows is going to win this matchup. Mr. Dr. Quack, you put the poll up there on the page, right? Has anybody been naive or ignorant enough to choose Carter Diamond as the winner of this match?
A couple people did. I actually saw it. It was closer than what it was a couple hours ago.
You might want to get some psychological evaluations involved with this, and I don't mind you. I hope you don't mind my being honest on the matter. But of course, when A-List Alverson shows up, Carter Diamond will take his loss with humility and pride, and they will henceforth hug it out and move on. Because the way the tag team division has been stacking up around here, there's certainly not a lot of competition for who's going to be next in line for the shots. Am I right, storyteller?
Tin Man, you got something to say.
I have 2 questions there for Mr. Man. Question 1, this preparation that A-List is going for, is it preparation H? And secondly, why do you sound like John Ratzenberger from Cheers?
Excellent questions there, Mr. Tingerman. First and foremost, of course, preparation is not actually defined by letters, but more by numbers. It's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Your quip leading to preparation H, which I believe is used by bodybuilders to shrink down their waistline, or at least that's the popular version. The other thing I was saying, I lost track of myself. I'm sorry, folks. Go ahead, keep going.
Tin Man?
Oh, that was it. I was just wanting to know why you sounded like John Rosenberger.
I understand. There's a thing in life called timbre. That's the quality of a sound. Sometimes there's only a finite amount of wavelengths that something can maintain. So if 2 things happen to sound similar in the course of the universe, I guess that's just a happy coincidence. Am I right, storyteller?
Happy accidents.
Oh, oh.
Mm-hmm. Really don't have anything to say to you, Mr. Man.
Mr. Rich Man, I want to ask you a question because I know you eyeball talent here.
Yeah,
You
of
know,
course.
watching the gauntlet, seeing who's in there, is there anybody of key interest that you would like to represent?
Well, the thing with the Bolster Group, when it comes to talent, right? A lot of times we are pushed aside because it is known in the industry that our percentage collection or our agent fee is about 3% higher on average than the other vendors on the market. Now, that may be true. However, our general deal structure is a gross amount that is 30% higher than the competition. So, of course, you would like to look at a $100,000 deal and say, well, geez, 13% of that, that's 13,000, where I can get only 10,000 on the other representation. So I'm going to put that 3,000 back in my pocket and go with the cheaper guy. However, what happens when you book the Bolster Group is that $100,000 package becomes a $130,000 package, right? And then with that 30,000 up, you're taking an extra 3% out of 30,000. You're making an extra 14 grand by using the Bolster Group. So it really doesn't matter who I need to look forward to. I need to find a guy that's smart enough to go with us. And as of now, A-List Alverson has been the only one that qualifies.
Okay. Well, thank you, Rich Man, for coming on here.
I do appreciate it, guys. You get back to your business. I've got deals going on. The phone's ringing off the hook on the other line. I'll give you all the time I can at any point. I'm available. But you guys all have good luck in the gauntlet. And we're all excited to see the big, happy return and successful win of A-List Alverson.
All right. Thank you very much for coming on.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Single day, put it to the test.
All right, and we're back here. It looks like Villain had to go, but that's okay. We got a few people to talk to here because I'm curious. Storyteller, I'm going to start with you. Who do you think is going to win this gauntlet?
I mean, you got.
Oh, Card Diamond. I'm sorry. What would you like to say?
I mean, you didn't even ask me about the gauntlet.
I have not. You are right. Yeah. Let me. I apologize. That's who the question should go to first. Carter Diamond, who do you think is going to win this gauntlet?
Well, I mean, first thing, the gauntlet is a very tough match. I didn't get to get my spiel about how I see it going because like I do agree with the Tin Man. That ability to choose second is a major advantage.
It does.
But who I see winning the gauntlet depends on the draw, because what I want to see done with the draw, since partner versus partner is the thing, would you like to see the mega powers at 1 and 2?
Oh man,
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome. Because hands down, they say Hollywood. Like, I looked at the poll. Hollywood was running away with that poll like crazy. And I'm like, Hollywood done some things, but did they forget who was the person that dethroned Hollywood for the title that Storyteller has? It was his tag team partner. So Mr. Wallace can do some damage, but if they go 1 and 2, you can see someone like Mary Sue pulling up the win at the end because she could see everybody and get that last thing. So it
everybody
does.
down her, she says.
I believe in Mary Sue. I always have. I've always rolled with Mary Sue.
Well, we got another person in the gauntlet here. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Shady McKenzie.
Shady
And-
McKenzie.
And
How are you
speaking of
doing
people,
this evening?
I'm just getting my preparation in.
And not
But,
the age.
can I finish?
No,
talking
yeah, it's
or-
not the H kind. Well, I guess it is, but it's got a P and a C in there too. So
So, boss, who are you going with in this?
Well, like I said, it does depend on the draw, but Shady is a force. I'm going to give him his credit. He has been shocking. He has shocked a lot of people, and he's garnished my attention. So Shady is one of those people that could win the gauntlet, depending on where he's placed. But I'm going to tell y'all, I like upsets. I like underdogs. So I want Mary Sue to win it, because I think it would be awesome for Mary Sue to have a shot at the Pure Heart champion.
Wow.
Her versus Tonster could be something. Mentor and mentee, mentor and former mentee going head to head. Sounds like money to me.
We're going to get back into that in a second. But I want to go around the room. Storyteller, who do you see coming around on top?
Oh, I guess you got to agree with the consensus. The odds-on favorite is probably Hollywood, followed closely by either Tin Man or Wallace. You see an upset? Absolutely. But I guess if I'm picking Wallace to win.
Okay. Shady, you're in this. I mean, you weren't regarded as one of the favorites, but how do you feel about this?
I'm looking forward to getting some redemption against Hollywood. I'm looking forward to defeating Mr. Wallace here in Heart and Soul. I'm looking forward to getting in to the ring with Tin Man for the first time. I actually hope Mary Sue shows up this time. Who else is in there? I look forward to whooping Young Buck's ass again. I look forward to I can't remember everybody that's in the damn thing right now.
The Ace in there as well.
Yeah, I think me and the Ace are considered the underdogs right now. We're the
I
bottom
think that's
two
the way
votes.
it's looking. Yeah, according to the polls.
Yeah, I think I've only got 2 votes, me and one other vote. So yeah,
Look, she said, bet your ass she's showing up.
I like it when I'm the underdog, So
All right. Tim, man, how do you feel about this?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm rooting for me
Right.
because I want to
But
win.
if it
I think
isn't
I'm the
you, who
only
do you
one
think
here
would
that
win?
actually said I'm going for me. Because I have that much confidence because, I know what's coming up. You can sit here and tell all these new people what it can be like and what it's going to seem like and how they may feel, how they might not feel. But I truly know what it's like. I was there. I was prepared for the first one. I'm prepared for the second one. And you can say that the underdog can go for it. I mean, I like a good underdog story. I mean, we got a bunch of Rudies in here anyway. I mean, yeah, Shady and the Ace are underdogs, but don't get underdog mixed up with being a bitch because that's basically the same thing. And if it comes down to it, I would love to put Hollywood in his place. He's beaten me before. I get a chance to beat him. Mr. Wallace has beaten me before. I get a chance to beat him. But if for some reason or another, if my darling Mary Sue should have to come up against me, I'm sorry, darling. I love you more than sugar cookies, but I'll let you pin me every other night. I'm not going to let you take a win this time, but it's okay because when I do win the gauntlet, baby doll, and I end up winning that championship belt, I'll let you wear it after hours where no one else can see it. So you're going to get to see the belt regardless, baby.
Has there been arguments at home between you two about this?
There actually have not been any arguments at all. I mean, I really think that she'll get there. I tell you, this
He
is my
says job comes first, sweetheart.
That is true, but here is my prediction right here. I
That's
think Mary
dedication.
Sue's going to get picked third, and she's going to win at least 3 of these matches, and then I'm going to have to unfortunately beat her, and then I'll take it the rest of the way, and it's going to be me and Mary Sue going for those championship belts.
Oh my God, it's a possibility.
Yeah, Stephanie and Triple H ain't going to have shit on us.
Oh, the power couple of HSP could be. Oh my God.
Hey,
Go ahead, boss.
that means me and A-List will have to be the brothers of destruction because we taking those titles.
Ooh, Jesus. Well, you feel it here. But I want to move on to one more match here today. I want to talk about the Pure Heart Championship because that is a big match on the line. You're talking about Heathen Storyteller. And I'm sorry, Heathen Tonstradamus. I want to talk to Storyteller because he is the Soulfire champion. I'm curious about this match. How do you see this going? Both these guys, Heathen's been on fire. Tonster has defended his title successfully, a couple times, and he's getting ready to go up against a fire opponent.
I think it'll probably be one of Tonster's toughest tests thus far as Pure Heart champion. I think he's certainly proven that he's up to the task. Then again, so is Heathen. I think they're evenly matched. Both of them are intelligent with their quips and then their comebacks and they're sharp. You got to be if you're the champion or going after a championship. I guess you always give the champion, but then again, it's not a big one in this case, if at all.
Okay.
I honestly couldn't pick if I'm being honest.
I understand it's a close fight. Do you lose your hunger as a champion? Do you lose your hunger inside to compete? Do you get comfortable?
I think you can, but like anything, you can become complacent in it. I try very, very hard to stoke that soul fire and build it and constantly putting more fuel on the fire. You've got to fight to keep a championship. And if you're not fighting, you're going to lose. Since I found my soul fire again, I am not going to let it go out. I'm going to fight. And somebody will probably eventually beat me or I'll retire.
Oh no,
I got to interrupt you here. I got to interrupt you because it looks like Rich Man has something else to say.
Hi, how you doing, Dr. Quack? Thank you for bringing me back on here.
Yes, Rich Man.
Yeah, so that's one thing I want to say, that my belief is that the winner of the gauntlet is indeed somebody that's right here on this screen now. Now, I don't want to say anything about who, because there's some secrets that are confidential as far as the booking committee. You know how that works, right? And when there's money that's all put in one place or on the line, like Promo Vegas makes, somebody's going to want to control where it goes. And I happen to be a somebody in a lot of circles, if you catch my drift, if you know what I'm saying. Now, beyond that, let's see, there was other things that I wanted to point out there. Yes, you were asking Mr. Storyteller about whether or not one can lose his hunger as a champion.
Yes.
One thing I want to say, and I want to make this very clear, A-List Alverson had 9 successful title defenses as the Pure Heart champion. Now, whether or not the individual champion loses the hunger, if you have the right kind of representation, the hunger for the money never goes away. And that is why you will win with the Bolster Group. Thank you very much, Dr. Quack. It's always a pleasure to be on your show.
It's an honor to have you there, Rich Man. We'll play golf later this week. But yeah, so you heard his opinion. Shady, how do you see this Pure Heart title shaping out here? I mean, your tag partner going up against the Pure Heart champion.
I have complete faith in my tag team partner, Heathen. Ever since I have teamed up with Heathen, it's like a new fire has been lit up underneath his ass. And I truly think that he's going to give Tonster a run for his money. I'm not taking anything away from Tonstradamus, but I do feel like this is Tonstradamus's biggest matchup to date. And he can say that it's not.
Was it bigger than old school?
I think so.
You think so? Okay.
Yep.
So
I think he's got it, and I think Heathen's got it in the bag, man. I
You
think
think
once
he-
Heathen wins the Pure Heart Championship, I think this guy right up here better keep eyes in the back of his head. So
Head on a swivel.
Head on a
Always.
swivel. Tin Man, how you feeling on this?
Well, I do believe
That
I
kid's
have to
hungry.
agree. I have to go with Heathen on this. I think that Heathen definitely going to have it in the bag, and it's going to be a close match. Now, when I say that I think he's got it in the bag, I'm not saying it because I'm trying to boast my tag team partner or because I'm like A-list and I got some representative with their hand up my ass trying to tell me to get more money. I'm saying it because Heathen really and truly does have what it takes. If anybody is going to take Toster down to ground level and bury him at least 3 feet into the sand, it's going to be Heathen. He's got the encouragement. He's got the ability. He has the confidence. He's got the anger. And he's got something here that only a few other promo artists have that Toaster doesn't. And that's that ability to do that one shot, that one hit wonder. Right there to take it out. Because Toaster's going to sit there, I promise you. He's going to do take after take after take after take because he's a damn perfectionist at heart. Heathen, one shot, one kill, he's going to take it out. Very, very easily. I say Heathen getting it 9 to 10 odds.
I would agree with this, Mad T. Yes, it seems like a lot of tag teams have formed here in the last 2 months. Yes, a lot of people are hungry.
Well, if he wasn't so ugly, he'd have a tag partner, but that's
Oh,
not
Jesus. Yes, so you're going with who, Tin Man?
I'm going with Heathen.
You're going with Heathen. Carter Diamond, you want to take us home on this question?
Okay, so as much as I first thing, fuck Heathen.
See, go ahead.
Oh, you thought I was done with him?
I thought you were done. I thought you guys maybe made up.
No, he's still a slap ass.
Oh.
Sorry, son of a bitch. But we looking at this, and I'm looking at the whole scenario. Because Heathen has a fire that lit up under him, especially last show when everybody said that he couldn't win one of the matches that he was in, but he won both matches, kept his name, allowed Tin Man to keep his name. I see if Heathen still has that fire, he's going to win. But also looking at this, I just looked at it and Shady said he's not going to win the gauntlet.
no,
The winner-
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Because
No, I
you
didn't.
kept telling the storyteller to watch out, which means you saying that you're going to have second place runner-up odds.
I already
'Cause the
have a
winner-
shot at either title I want right now.
Because
He
the winner
does
of the
have a
gauntlet,
champion showcase.
yeah, but the winner of the gauntlet has to face off against the Pure Heart champion, which means you'll be facing your tag team partner if both of y'all win.
That could happen.
Well, I mean, I'll just come talk to you when it comes time to facing my tag team partner because you'll have a lot of experience in that after this week.
Oh, look like somebody's moving in on your tag partner, Shady.
But see, the thing is, talking about
Maybe he's
facing off
just another
against tag
shady
team
ass
partners.
white boy.
Speaking of facing against tag team partners, I already faced off against yours and whooped his ass.
Well, that's
So whoever
That's-
is the Pure Heart champion, I can whoop their ass. I already know that because I done beat both of them.
Okay.
all in due time, I suppose.
Okay. So you're taking Heathen on this, Carter Diamond? Is that what I'm gathering?
As much as I want to give Toaster the run that he should have, Heathen is hungry, and his hunger seems stronger than it was when he was a Hellraiser.
I'll agree on that.
And if he does that, Heathen's a person, he can find the kinks in the armor. And I believe that fire is going to knock Toaster off his pedestal.
Okay. Them two will be on here tomorrow night, by the way. Make sure you check them out, 8 p.m. Eastern. You will have the Heathen and Nostradamus in a one-on-one showdown interview. That is, I think that's why neither one of them are here. But we got 2 other matches on the card I kind of want to get your opinions on real quick. Storyteller, we've got Johnny Blade taking on the Purge in a Wrestler's Challenge, and we've got Mad T taking on Old School one-on-one. How do you see those going down?
Oh, Mad T, Old School, Johnny Blaze, Purge. I'm interested in seeing what happens with Purge and Blaze. You know,
nobody's given Johnny Blaze any votes. I think he was the only one that voted for himself.
I voted for him.
You did vote for him, okay?
I mean, I guess in a sense, there's this aura of the outsider in Johnny Blaze. Purge, you know, he's been a promo artist for years. He's been in HSP since the beginning.
Yeah, pretty close.
So, you know, it's like, it's kind of an us versus them type situation. Honestly, I hope Purge kicks his ass, but you never know, man. I mean, you can't discount the fact that Johnny Blaze was a professional wrestler for 30 years. I mean, he knows the business, and cutting a promo is an integral part of the business. So he's good at it. You have to be. Then again,
but they're not cutting promos. They're wrestling.
Well, no, this is a wrestler's challenge. This is a wrestler against a wrestler. This is a promo battle.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to see a brawl, damn it.
No, that's what they're going to do. So, Mad T and Old School, you got any opinion on that?
I haven't really seen a lot out of Mad T. Old School, he's one half of the tag team champions, and he's tough. I mean, he's a veteran of the sport. He's been doing it a long time. I see Old School coming out on this one.
Okay. Shady?
I think that if Mad T can manage to get the victory over Old School this week, then maybe Shady and the Heathen will talk to him about being a third member of the Shady Ass White Boys.
Oh, well, there's some motivation for you. But how do you feel about the other match there with Johnny Blade and the Purge?
I voted against the Purge.
You voted against the Purge. You don't think he can cut the mustard?
I think the Purge is stepping off into a world he doesn't really fully understand.
Okay. Tim, man?
Well, as far as Old School and Mad T goes, I think Old School's going to take it. I'm giving it to him just because he looks like Papa Mau Mau. But Purge and Johnny Blade, who the hell is Johnny Blade?
Johnny Blade's been in the business for 30 years. He's been all over the circuit, including the big leagues.
He's been in the business for 30 years, been all over the place and in the big leagues, yet I've never heard of him, and he's supposed to be good enough to be performing on HSP? He must be that sucky if you're pitting him against the Purge. I mean, if you wanted to put him to sleep and have him lose, you could have had him go against Prick Blackheart. But the Purge, wrestler versus wrestler, who the fuck is Johnny Blade? Looks like a bearded Uncle Fester.
Oh, wow. So who are you taking on? You're taking the Purge. You think the Purge will end up winning this? Okay. Carter Diamond, you want to give your thoughts on these? Take us home on these two?
Well, we're going to look at it like this. Purge versus Johnny Blade.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing that I look at is Purge is a professional wrestler as well. Purge cheats. So Purge might have, Mama Purge might interfere in the match to help him get the win.
Wow.
You never know what's possible. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give the win to the Purge.
You're going to give the win to the Purge. And
How
Mad
the
T and
hell does Purge cheat?
Ooh.
Don't worry about it.
By showing up.
No. Time out.
Tim Man wants to know.
Hold on. You're sitting here saying that the Purge, the Diamond of Europe, cheats. You are accusing a promo artist of cheating, and I would like to see your evidence.
Oh.
You'll find out when it happens to you. How about that?
When it happens to me, first off, the only way anybody's ever going to best me cheating is if I don't cheat them first. Because here's the thing, I don't cheat. I adapt and I overcome.
I think I'm with Bossolini on this one.
If he is a true cheater, why is he not the Soulfire champion? Why is he not the Pure Heart champion? Why is he not one half of the HSP tag team champions if he's such a cheater?
Because
his mom
that helps it look good against him cheating. It's a play.
Helps him look good. Hell, if it helps him look good, you ought to take some notes because you don't look good promoing.
He's one of the only ones I've lost to here. He definitely cheated when he won against me.
Yeah, it looks like Mama Purge wants to know the same question. I'm kind of curious myself.
As soon as he turns the camera on, he's cheating.
Now, because there's a language barrier, that's not cheating. That's just you being like uneducated. That's all that is.
No, that's him cheating, man. That's him loving this more than Mama Purge down there. You know what I'm saying? So he's cheating in one way, shape, form, or fashion. You know what I mean? It's happening, bro.
No, man, it ain't cheating. I'll tell you why it ain't cheating, because number one, he wouldn't know how to cheat. Two, I don't think it's even possible to cheat in promo world. And on top of all that, I insulted you twice and you still talking about Purge.
Well, your girlfriend.
Because your words have no power. Your words have no meaning whatsoever to me. None.
Neither does the sound of your voice.
You'll be lucky if you make it long enough to meet me in the gauntlet this week, pal. So
I got Lucky Charms, motherfucker.
You better eat the whole box.
All right.
I had to share Mary Sue. She bought them.
Hope you find that leprechaun in there and he grants a wish for you.
I got a leprechaun for you.
You're gonna need
I still got the match of old school
Mac T and
versus
old school. Yes.
Mac T and old school. You know, Mac T is still kind of new here, and sometimes that kind of new. But the thing is, I believe old school and Mac T has a history. They know each other, so. I mean, I know old school I've known him for years. And I know what old school is capable of. You know, yes, granted, he is one half of the tag champions. And, you know, I mean, it's not a big thing. You know, he beat Villain and his tag partner. You know, Villain changed his tag partners like underwear.
Nobody's heard from Dusty D. Paul. I mean, I know he's somewhere in Mexico. I've heard somewhere near Tijuana.
I think that Lucha Siete guy might have had something to do with that, man. Like, I think
that needs to be under investigation.
You know, Dusty disappeared, Siete appeared. You know, I mean, like, there's some kind of ransom going on or something that we're just not aware of. You know what I mean? We need to get in touch with Dusty's parents.
We don't need to worry about it because, you know, tomorrow when Title 42 ends, I'm sure he's going to show right back up in the next 48 hours.
Oh, my God. I can't wait for him to come back. That'll be great to see him come back. I've been worried. Like, the last few days, I've been thinking, where is he?
That's all it was. He ate the worm and he got lost in the desert. That's all it was.
No, see, the question is going to be is, who sent Dusty to Mexico? That's one question. Second question is going to be, who gave Lucha Siete information about Heart and Soul? You know, me personally, I believe that it's the Villain.
Oh, I had nothing to do with this. I was waiting.
Hold up. No. See, it's one thing you to make acts against Purge. But you ain't gonna make no accusations against my tag team partner. He didn't send nobody no damn Mexico.
He's in everybody's tag team partner. Nobody gives a flying fuck about what your tag team partner is. So stop trying to defend everybody. And just let me finish what I'm saying.
Words you don't know English to.
You shouldn't even have a name right now. You know, people feel sorry for you. Charity case.
Nobody gotta feel sorry for me.
Your tag team partner would rather be a tag team partner with me.
Well, that was the only way he would ever have the advantage.
That's the only way he might be a success.
Here's the thing about it, though. See, Villain is the reverse of Storyteller. Villain is good as long as he has a partner, unlike Storyteller, who's going to be by himself.
Yeah, don't chant my name on this. This isn't my
Jerry Tuck.
But yeah, so there we go. I mean, we're going to find out about that. But I want to get into final thoughts. Storyteller, you've been quiet and patient here. I'm curious your final thoughts on this show or anything else you want to talk about, including your match over here on Champion Showcase.
You know, I look forward to facing my next opponent, whoever they may be. I will defend it with every fiber in my being. To the gentlemen and ladies in the gauntlet, best of luck. You're gonna need it. And be looking forward to Proving Ground, something myself and Half Past Black have been working on, coming very soon.
Yes, new show coming up here. We'll be checking that out later this month, I believe. Shady, go ahead. Final thoughts.
I look forward to the gauntlet. In all honesty, I've never done anything like this before. I can see where some people, can see me as the underdog in the situation, because people like Hollywood, I think, have been in this situation before last year. So it's going to be a new experience for me, So I honestly look forward to it. May the best person win, and may the odds forever be in my so shady favor.
Someone's picking Shady winning the gauntlet there. We'll see. Tim Man, you still there? You got final thoughts?
My final thoughts is win or lose, tie, show up, don't show up. It's going to be an amazing show. The gauntlet is a very great match. Only at HSP could you ever find something as good as that. And it's going to be coming up again. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. If you've seen it, you're going to love it. If you haven't seen it, you better not miss it. And once again, breaking records, me, the legendary Tin Man, 2 years in a row. Yes, I know you can say, well, you wouldn't have been 2 years in a row. You'd won it last time. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm the only one who coming into this with gauntlet experience. I am the man. I am going to win it because I have the plan, the best plan in the world of winning that gauntlet. And Mary Sue, honey, as soon as this show's over with, I'll be home. I've got the pipe wrench, the leaf blower, and the peanut butter.
Well, there you go, Tim, man. There's some words for you. Mama Purge, my final words is I will help Purge to cheat this time.
See?
Well, there you go. Mr. Diamond was right. Yeah, Purge is a cheater. He needs his mommy to win his battles for him. Fuck Purge. I hope Johnny Blades beats his ass.
Oh, God. Carter Diamond, you got the final word here.
All righty. Shady, today, me and you got something in common because I'm a super underdog, because the world believes that my partner's going to decimate me, I guess.
I got faith in you, though, bro. I got faith in you. I voted for you.
Storyteller, you're an awesome singles champion. I'm not going to speak on you in the tag world,
I'm working on it.
But when we look at this gauntlet, there's a lot of potential friction. You got teams that can go against each other. You got people that just need to win. And then you have those people who are considered underdogs. Shady, I never considered you an underdog in this match.
I appreciate that.
There you go. Tim, man, your woman said to stop eating all that.
He's looking for that leprechaun. He's got to get that wish, man. He needs some help this week. I'm telling you.
And that's the end of our show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Storyteller, Carter Diamond, Shady, and Ted, man, for coming on here. And Rich, man, thank you for your 5 minutes of fame there. I'm Dr. Quack, and we'll see you next time.
Buy my merch.
I farted.